Welcome back to our English class. Today, we are going to learn an important topic for grade 10, report text. In this video, I will explain what a report text is, why we use it, how it is organized, the language features, and we will also look at an example and a short practice. Let's get started.
A report text is a type of text that presents information about something as it is. It describes things based on facts, not personal opinions. Report texts usually talk about animals, plants, natural phenomena, objects, or scientific topics. Now, let's compare it with a descriptive text. A descriptive text focuses on one specific object, for example, my cat Luna. Meanwhile, a report text explains a general group or category. For example, cats in general. So the main difference is descriptive equals specific, report equals general.
The social function of a report text is to classify and to describe general information about something. In other words, a report text helps us understand a topic by presenting clear, factual, and structured information.
A report text has two main parts. The first part is called general classification. This part introduces the topic and tells the readers what is being talked about. For example, whales are mammals that live in the ocean. This sentence tells us the general idea of the topic. The second part is description. This part gives more detailed information about the topic. It may describe physical features, behaviors, habitat, functions, classification, or special characteristics. For example, whales breathe through a blowhole. They are warm-blooded and can communicate using sounds. Here, we explain more details about whales. Now, let's read a text together. The tiger. The tiger is a large wild cat that lives in forests, grasslands, and mangrove swamps. It has a strong body, sharp claws, and orange fur with black stripes. Tigers are known for being solitary animals, which means they prefer to live and hunt alone. They use their powerful legs to run fast and their sharp teeth to catch prey, such as deer and wild boar. Tigers play an important role in keeping the balance of their ecosystem. They control the population of herbivores, so the forest plants can grow naturally. However, the number of tigers continues to decrease because of illegal hunting and habitat loss. Many organizations now work to protect tigers by creating conservation areas and increasing public awareness. Can you mention which paragraph is the general classification and description? First paragraph is general classification. This part introduces the general information about the topic. The text describes what a tiger is and where it lives. The second paragraph is description. This part explains the details of the topic, such as its appearance, behavior, and role. The text describes the tiger's physical features, habits, and its importance in the ecosystem. And remember that the social function of a report text is to provide factual information about natural or social phenomena. It aims to describe the subject in general, not in a specific time or event.
Next, let's look at the language features of report texts. 1. General nouns. We use general nouns in report texts because they allow us to talk about things in a broad and general way. General nouns refer to an entire group, class, or category rather than one specific example. For instance, the word animals includes all kinds of animals, and the word volcanoes refers to every volcano in the world. When we say plants need sunlight, the statement applies to most plants in general, not to one particular plant. This feature helps report text sounds scientific and objective because the information is meant to represent a whole group. General nouns are important when we want to present facts that apply widely. Do you understand? Gi. Now let's continue to the next language features of report text. 2. Simple present tense. We use the simple present tense in report text because this tense expresses facts, general truths, and characteristics that do not change. Report texts are not meant to describe past events or future actions. Instead, they explain information that is permanently true. For example, the sentence "birds have wings" describes a fact that remains the same. Another example, a computer is an electronic device, shows a universal definition. To form the simple present tense, we use the pattern subject plus verb 1SEs for verbal sentences, such as "a lion lives in the savannah." For nominal sentences, we use subject plus AMSR, such as reptiles or cold-blooded animals. This tense keeps the text formal, factual, and easy to understand. 3. Technical or scientific terms. Report texts also use technical or scientific terms to make information more accurate and precise. These terms come from specific fields such as biology, physics, geography, or technology. For example, in a report about animals, we may find terms like mammals, vertebrates, or reproduction. When discussing natural phenomena, we might use words like ecosystem, habitat, evaporation, or condensation. Technical terms help the writer communicate the topic clearly and professionally. If the target readers are not experts, the writer may give a short explanation, such as evaporation is the process of changing liquid into gas. The use of these terms shows that the report is based on scientific knowledge. For linking verbs such as is, are, was, were, and have are used in report text to connect the subject with descriptions, classifications, or characteristics. For example, when we say a dolphin is a marine mammal, the linking verb connects the topic with its category. Another example, a cactus has thick stems that store water, shows the unique features of the cactus. Linking verbs help writers describe facts without showing actions. They make the text clear, descriptive, and scientific. The structure usually follows the pattern subject plus linking verb plus description, which is perfect for explaining characteristics in a factual way. The last language feature is passive voice. Report texts sometimes use the passive voice to focus on the information, rather than the person who performs the action. Passive voice is useful when the doer is unknown, unimportant, or not necessary to mention. For example, in the sentence, whales are classified as mammals. The focus is on the classification, not on who classifies them. To form the passive voice, we use the pattern subject plus am zar plus verb 3 past participle, such as rice is cooked with hot water or the samples are collected for research. Passive sentences give the text a more formal and objective tone, making them commonly used in scientific descriptions or factual reports.
Now, let's reread the report text and identify the language feature. You can pause this video to get more time to think. Now let's identify together. The text uses general nouns to describe the topic in a broad way. It uses general nouns, such as taiga, wildcat, forests, grasslands, ecosystem, herbivores, and organizations to refer to groups or categories instead of specific individuals. Now move to the next language feature. The text uses the simple present tense to present factual information. It uses present tense verbs like is, has, live, use, play, control, continues, and work because the text explains general truths about tigers. How about the technical terms? The text uses technical and scientific terms to give accurate information. It includes technical terms such as ecosystem, herbivores, conservation, population, and solitary animals, which come from biology and environmental science. The text uses linking verbs to connect the subject with descriptions. It uses linking verbs such as is and are in sentences like, The tiger is a large wild cat, and tigers are known for being solitary animals. And the last. The text uses the passive voice to make the information sound formal and objective. It includes a passive structure in the sentence. Tigers are known for being solitary animals, which focuses on the information rather than the doer.
Good job, everyone! Now I want to check your understanding. Please answer these multiple choice questions. text is, how it is structured, and how the language works. To practice, try writing your own report text. Choose a topic like an animal, a plant, a natural phenomenon, or a technology device. Then write the general classification and the description. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next lesson.